Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you about the perfect week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Hey, honey. Hey, it is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with yet another video. So I know I said we were going to do a video today about the LaTruth housekeeper, but instead we're going to do another video in regards to Miss LaTruth, aka Briana. She is now on YouTube, and her YouTube page is just being Briana. After our live yesterday, I did notice her on Facebook, and I seen some things that really disturbed my spirit, so we finna talk about them. Let's get into it. Okay, let me go ahead and slap this disclaimer up just in case any of y'all try to come for me. While I'm at it.
With you, why my stepdaughter with me? So when people try to portray this image as if I'm such this bad person, this horrible person, I'm a liar. Let's get down to the facts. I took a lie detector test. I sure did. Questions are you lying when you said your husband broke your index finger? No. Are you lying when you said your husband has been emotionally abusive? No. Are you lying when you said your husband hit you on the head with a tote? No. Did you break your finger yourself? No. Okay. Polygraph Professionals of North Georgia. It is located in Cumming, Georgia. Proof and facts are still there. Documents are still there. So, let me let y'all see the questions that was asked so you guys don't think I'm lying. Here's the questions right here. Ooh, my hand's shaking. I'm so pissed right now, sis. I'm so pissed. So as you guys can see, on October 21st, 2022, Ms. Hampton voluntarily submitted to a wrongfully accused polygraph examination and signed the polygraph consent form. The originals of these documents are retained as part of our file for this report. The polygraph examination was completed using an Air Force MGQT test. The original data, tests, and documents associated with this exam are maintained in the files of this office. So ain't nothing fraud about it. Y'all see the questions that was asked to me. After careful analysis of the polygraph examination, it is in the opinion of this examiner that... What that say? Can y'all read? Can y'all read? Can y'all read? Indicative of deception. No significant response.
All right, y'all. So y'all want to hear my thoughts and opinions. So here we go. This first part is for Briana. Baby, you have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. You have put pictures up of your actual report from the hospital. You have now put up a video showing that you did a lie detector test and passed. You have sat there and told your story, and people continue to bash you and continue to come at you and say that you're lying. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. Speak your truth and forget what anyone else has to say. The same advice that you said that you were giving to him, that you just want to walk away in silence, baby, sometimes silence is the best thing that we could possibly give to anyone. And you might want to take that advice, because regardless of what you do, what you say, how you move, people are always going to have an opinion. And it might not be the opinion that you agree with. You can't stop them from having an opinion. They're entitled to their opinion, but guess what? They don't live in your home. And so What they do don't make you shit. Don't worry about them. Do not worry about them. Like I always tell folks, it's like an interview process. When you first hit that door, people size you up when you coming in to do an interview. They look at your attire, they look at who you are, and they formulate an impression. They don't take the time to get to know the person, but they already formulated an opinion. And once that opinion is formulated, it's hard to change that opinion. So, stop trying to prove anything to anyone. Prove it to yourself. Heal for yourself. Stay off of social media, baby. Stay off of social media because all it's going to do is frustrate you even more. I'm going to say this to you. The truth never has to be explained because what's done in the dark will always present itself to the light. It will always present itself to the light. Now, to the other people who are bashing this girl, interrogating her, saying that she is lying, take your ass over there and live with him. Take your ass over there and live with that man. Take your ass over there and deal with the shit that she dealt with for 6 years. And don't say one iota. Because if you think that this girl is lying, experience can be your best teacher. It can be your best teacher. Take your butt over there. Take your butt over there. If he's such a good man and she lying and she this and she that, take your butt over there. Now, I did read a statement from the sister, and the sister said something about, well, if he was such a bad dude and if he was such a bad man, why did she do a wedding rededication ceremony? No woman wants their marriage to fail. And with him going to counseling, it was her way of signifying that they were trying. It was her way of signifying that maybe it's hope for us still. It was her way of saying, you know what? We ain't throwing it in the towel. Maybe if we renew these vows, we can remind each other of why we fell in love to begin with. Why we even got married to begin with. Don't downgrade what that lady goes through, or what she went through, or what she's still going through. You only adding fuel to the fire by adding insults to injury by making these snide-ass remarks when it comes to this young lady. If your brother is such a good dude and he's such a good person, you take your behind over there and you deal with him. Okay? You take your behind over there and deal with him. You live with your brother and see if your brother treats you the same way. If he is such a good dude, why is it that your niece is living with her and not him? If he's such a good dude, a good man, why is your niece living with her? And if he would beat on his own daughter, what the hell do you think he'll do for his sister? So you take your behind over there and you live with him. Go on over there and encourage him. Or bring him to your home. And let us know what your experience is before you try to downplay what this young lady said that she has experienced and what she has went through. That's what you do. That's what you do. People on the outside always try to look in. You'll never get a full picture unless you have walked a mile in this woman's shoes. You'll never understand why this woman is saying what she's saying if you haven't walked a mile in her shoes. Not all these people are just coming out for the hell of it and saying, oh, well, I witnessed this and I witnessed that. No. It has to have some validity of truth. So you can keep putting blinders on and saying, oh, my brother didn't do this, my brother didn't do that. Take your butt over there. Or let him come live with you and tell us what your experience is. Because people can put on a good facade. They can put on a good facade. It's like they say, when you first get with someone, you in the honeymoon stages. And then when you sign on the dotted line, their true colors come out. Oops. Sorry. That's real truth. People change when you sign on the dotted line. People definitely change when you sign on the dotted line. That woman fought for her marriage. She fought by rededicating herself to her husband and hoping that him rededicating himself to her would make their marriage better. No woman wants to feel like a failure, because when you divorce, unfortunately, that's what we feel like. We feel like we failed at something that should have been so easy to do, because all you had to do was love one another, protect each other, laugh with one another, cry with one another, and so on and so on. Now, I will say this to Briana as well. The old folks used to say, baby, when you go looking for something, you'll find it. The moment that you had to go through his phone, you already knew that it was something in there that was going to make your eyes buck. See, as women, we get what we call women intuition. And when that intuition kicks in, we already know the answer. And yes, sometimes we do need confirmation. And maybe that was your way of getting confirmation of what you already felt inside of your gut. But baby, the moment you got that intuition, that woman's intuition, that should have been your sign and your indicator that enough is enough. But nobody can tell you when to be fed up and when to have enough and when for you to file for divorce. Only Briana can do that, which is what you've done. I can't say, oh, Briana, you should feel embarrassed. Feel embarrassed for what? For trying? For trying to make something work? For trying to have a family? For trying to offer your children the same thing that you have experienced? No, baby. No. Don't be embarrassed for a damn thing. Hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. Know that you gave it a try. You put your all into being married. And even though it failed you, it taught you life's lessons. Now it's time for you to heal, and it's time for those babies to heal. Get y'all some help. Stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. Because all it's going to do is continue to drain your energy and bring you down. You don't owe these people anything. They have not walked a mile in your shoes. And until they have, they can't say anything to you whatsoever, baby. Not one damn thing. Everybody's story is always going to be different. Everybody's experience with people will always be different. We're not going to have the same experience. No. But there can be patterns that are placed when we're dealing with a person. It can be patterns that are exhibited that are familiar to others. But our experiences is not going to be the same. It's not. See, the first girlfriend or baby mama said she got a gun pulled on her and held to her head. And she said she got plates thrown at her. She got whipped with belts. I don't know if you went through the same thing. I don't. But that's the start of a pattern. And an indication that that man needed some help. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this. It's called Queens of Comedy. And that doggone Samora said people should come with warning labels. And you should know what the motherfucking side effects are. Baby, by you speaking your truth and telling your story, you're allowing people to know what the motherfucking side effects are when it comes to this man. You've said it. You've said what it is. Now heal, baby. Take the time to heal. When you strong enough to come back, baby, you come back and you be a motivational speaker for battered women, for women who are being mentally abused, physically abused, and so on and so on. You got this. You got this. And you got children who are looking up to you. When I see your babies run to hug on you when you were crying, and you were still trying to protect them and to protect him, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. And the crazy thing about it is, Stevie Wonder is blind. Ray Charles is blind and dead. But they can see you still love that man. The love doesn't stop because y'all going through something and because y'all have decided to go your separate ways. That's what people need to understand. The love doesn't stop. It will at some point. And when I say love, the love that you have for him because, one, he gave you a child. Two, he helped you to learn some life lessons. You might not be in love with him anymore, but that love doesn't go away. It doesn't go away overnight. And you will still always have love for him because of your child. Your child is a reflection of the both of you. Your child will someday have to see these stories and wonder, will I have to experience the same thing? Your child is looking at you as the motivation to keep them going and to say, you know what? My mama went ahead and threw in the towel and started all over, so it can be done. Know that, baby. Know that. Know that you can start over at any given point in time, and you don't need no one's approval to do so. So let his sisters, his brother, and whoever else say what the hell that they want to say. Let him continue to get up there and make videos because all he's doing is proving your case for you. Like I say, what's done in the dark will always present itself to the light. He took to social media in August and said that y'all were talking about divorce. That wasn't nobody business but y'all's. And people will prey on your downfall. People will wait for the tragedy that is known as a marriage to transpire because they preyed on your downfall. A marriage is supposed to be a bond between a man and woman. But some things need to be kept private. Not everything can be a skit. Not everything can be shared with social media because they take it and they run with it. And unfortunately, that's exactly what they're doing in this story, in this situation. See, what people fail to realize is this man came out lying. He came out lying because he said this was a skit for domestic awareness. Then came back and said, well, if it was a skit or if it was the truth, no one was hurt. But then showed his lip was busted, which really, I'm sorry, it looked like a lie bump more than it looked like his lip was busted. Okay? That's just my thought on that. But he's already tripping himself up. Your story has never wavered. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Let him keep talking. He gonna continue to hang his own self because his words aren't matching. His actions aren't matching. You think it's cool to take to social media and go show some female and say that y'all going to the movies after a domestic dispute with your wife, get the hell out of here. That showed you didn't give two flying flips to begin with. You was already out of the marriage. That ain't some shit you do. I don't care if it was a skit or not a skit. When he said that y'all getting into it was a skit, and then him to go to the mall or wherever that place was and talk to another female, that was wrong. That was wrong. And then to hear him cuss you out and say he would put you out on the side of the road. Baby, I'm proud of you for defending yourself. But I pray to God that he gives you strength and courage not to go back and to recognize the warning signs in the very beginning. I pray that he gives you strength and that he gives you knowledge to take your time to learn someone. And as I've said before, you can be with the person for years and think you know them like the back of your hand, and they can still be your enemy. You just never truly know. But don't be afraid to step out on faith again. Don't be afraid to get married again. Just because this experience wasn't the best experience, don't give up on love. Don't give up on love. Now you know the warning signs. Now you know when to run. That's all I can say. That's my thoughts, y'all. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Until next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, wishing you nothing but blessings and peace and happiness, honey. Please continue to pray for this world and all the trials and tribulations that everyone is going through on a daily basis. If you guys don't know, please make sure you go over there and check out my Auntie Vaughn. She just made it to 300 subscribers. Congratulations, Auntie Vaughn. Kudos. She is better known as Vaughn's Vittles. Let's eat. And then also make sure you go check out my Auntie Leda. It is MZ capital LNDA on YouTube. She is also known as the queen of reaction videos, and I love to call her the female cussing pastor because she definitely gonna cuss. That's one thing she gonna do, but she gonna keep it real with you. She gonna instill some wisdom into you, and she gonna tell you off in the name of Jesus, baby. Hallelujah! And then always make sure you go over there and check out my girl Nosy Gang. She hasn't been on lately, but if you get her to 1,000 subscribers, I might be able to convince my girl to come on back. She is about 6 away from actually getting to 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, please encourage my girl to come on back as always. Then also my Auntie Leda is almost to 300 subscribers. Can y'all go on and help her get there? Help her get there, please. Please help my auntie out. You know, she is thebomb.com. I love me some Miss Leda and some Auntie Vaughn. Y'all stay tuned for what we have in store next for you guys, because you never know. We might even do some collabs together. All right? Y'all stay blessed. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Man, and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk.